All right, so we have a problem that it says is this rectangular garden is 10 feet longer than it is wide. So the length is 10 feet plus the width, and it says the area is 200 feet. So we know the formula for a rectangle. The area, I'll start it right here. Area equals length times width. So we're told the area is 200 feet, which is length times width. But we actually can plug in, and this is kind of the thing where you look at a problem like this and you're like, but there's two variables. This is why you write length in terms of the other variables. So there's only one variable to solve. So 200, and where you see L, we're going to plug in 10 plus W, and then this is still times W. 200, I'm going to distribute this W. So if I distribute it, that becomes 10W plus W squared. And now I can see this is a quadratic. How do I know it's a quadratic? Because of that squared. So I'm going to write everything on the same side, and I'm going to put the W squared first, 10W, and then minus 200. So I moved that to the other side. Doesn't matter which side, just be careful with your signs. And now I actually have something I can factor. I have a trinomial that I can factor. Well, I know W squared is W times W. And so I look to factor the 200, and I think, well, what about 20 times 10? And the reason that I picked 20 times 10 is I know 20 minus 10 will give me 10. Notice that the middle factor is positive. So I know the larger value needs to be positive, and then of course you can FOIL this out to make sure that it works. Then you set both factors equal to 0, W minus 10 equals 0, and W plus 20 equals 0. Well, solving these, only one makes sense because we're not going to have a negative width. So this simply says the width equals 10. And then the length would equal 20.